What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's video. Just wanted to give everyone a quick update video just because I won't have time to live stream this morning as Bitcoin is having a pretty big down day today. Now, I wanted to make a quick video just to update you guys on my thoughts of the market at the current time. Now, everyone's kind of sort of panicking right now, and I totally understand. I mean, we just went from about 52,000 all the way down to about 42,000 in the span of, it was like an hour or two, right? So it was pretty damn fast. Now, all I think this was, and if we look at the weekly time frame, was just a back test of both our 20-week and our 20-week SMA and our 20-week EMA moving averages, which typically are our support in a bull market and our resistance in a bear market, right? So we haven't, you notice, ever since we broke above those back in July, we actually never came back down and back tested those as support. And what we always been saying, like, we always want to come back down and test these moving averages before continuing up at least once, right? At least once. We never did it, right? We never did it. We went actually 4 weeks without actually coming back down and testing it. So what I think this could be, and I don't think this is a full picture, I think this obviously could be other things going on too outside of the charts, but I think you can see exactly where we wicked down to about 42,900 was exactly where both our 20-week SMA and our 20-week EMA are currently. So I think this was just a back test as of right now. Obviously, that could change, right? That could change if we come back down here, we start closing some weekly candles underneath here and come back up and confirm it as resistance. Then obviously we can look at this from a bearish point of view on the longer term time frames. But until that does happen, right? As of right now, this looks like a good buy pressure wick, at least up to the upside at the current moment. That, like I said, that could obviously change by the time this video is even uploaded, as Bitcoin is very volatile at the current moment. But I just wanted to tell you guys what I think is really going down. Now, real quickly, also on the weekly, we also came back down to simply test, it looks like, this previous high. Now, we didn't quite come back down and test it, but you guys know that was sort of a resistance everyone was sort of looking at back down when we were below it, right? Right about that $42,000 to $42,500 level was a resistance that a lot of people were looking at before we actually broke it. Why? Well, you don't see it on the weekly chart, but it is was a top back here, and a lot of people were looking at that level as a resistance. So it looks like we just came back down and pretty much wicked right to that and sort of held this general area as support. So there's a lot of support at about that $42,000 range area, and I think that's why we got an initial bounce off that. Like I said, a lot can change. We could flip bearish if we do come back down and start getting some closes below the 20-week and also below this here. I wanted to jump onto the daily chart just real quick. You know, in this run so far for Bitcoin, we've been staying above both the 20-week SMA and the 20-week EMA on the daily as well. It's been perfect, and on all the time frames, it's been pretty perfect. So you can see we bounced off of it here, here, and here on the way up, and we have now just broken that. Now, like I said, right, a lot can change here on the day. If we come up here and close the daily above the 200-day SMA and 200 EMA, that would be extremely bullish in my opinion. And that actually would be perfect, right? Because we got rid of a lot of the over-leveraged degens, right? Over-leveraged degens, a little over-leverage in the market. And we also, right, came back down and tested a very important support level on the weekly. So that would be perfect. That would be the best case scenario if we can come up and close above these moving averages, which right now are currently sitting at approximately 48,900. If we can close above 48,900, perfect. We'd be looking really good. We're only about $2,000 away from that, which sounds crazy, but today's been extremely volatile. We'll see what happens, obviously, going into tonight. I will be live, like I said, between about 7 and 10 Eastern Standard Time, as always, but I wanted to give you guys a quick update on what I see happening here and what we could be looking at as the bullish and bearish scenarios. We get back above about 49,000. We're looking really good, and this turns into actually a really bullish candle with a giant wick on the bottom showing extreme buy pressure down here. If we close below it, well, then we can start looking at some downside targets. You know, the downside target that I would possibly be looking at, which we already were watching, is, you know, mainly, obviously, if we can't hold 47,000, it looks like, just based off the chart, you know, it seems like maybe 44,500 could be a level. But we'll talk about that tonight on stream. I just wanted to update you guys on what I think is happening and what I think this was on more of the macro picture, because we can look at the 4-hour and the hourly all we want, but the weekly time frame is really what's important here. And this looks like a nice bullish back test on the weekly. Obviously, going into this week, rest of this week, I'd like to go up here and not have a bearish engulfing candle on the weekly. I would like to get a little bit bullish momentum and at least close above the previous low on the weekly time frame. So that's my update, guys. I'll see you guys tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on the live stream. All right, make sure you guys hit that like button, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.